Hey guys, the resource I'm showing you today is called Edmodo. Let me move this out of the way. If you've never used this before, I highly recommend it. Let me log out and show you it from the very start. Sorry, I was messing around with my um, videoing thing. Okay, anyways, this is the screen that you'll see when you first go to sign up. So again, it is a free account for teachers, students, and parents. You just need your email address to sign up for teachers. Students have a couple of different options to sign up. You can either email them a link from Edmodo if they have email addresses and are comfortable using that. If not, you can have a class code and they just fill in first and last name and their class code. Again, email is optional, so they don't have to have an email address for Edmodo. In the past, what I've done just to save time at the beginning of the school year is I've gone in and created all the student accounts for them using our class code and then just had their username and password for them. Everything was already set up, so then the first time we all logged in together, we just could go ahead and get started learning how to use it. Parents can sign up the same way with a class code or with an email link. I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. When you first log in for the first time, it'll take you through a little prompted tutorial that you just click through, and it shows you what different things are and how to set up your profile and how to create a class. So over here you'll see that I have some different classes. You can manage those, create new ones, or join a class. You can also do groups. The group feature is new this year. So last year I did a 2016 math class, but what I would have done if the group thing was an option is I would have had that as a group instead of a class. So then that way it just goes to certain students in that group. You could also do it for reading groups and different things, so it's a little more differentiated. To be honest, this year my fourth grade team chose not to do Edmodo. We tried something different. We tried front row. So I don't have a current class in Edmodo, but I can still take you through it and show you how it works. We don't like front row as much, so next year we'll continue with Edmodo. So here is one of my classes from a previous year. If you have new students join throughout the year, you can always open up that class code again to invite new students in. Why won't that go away? Okay. So you can create just announcements that you want to post for the class, or you can do assignments, create the assignment title, load the assignment if it's a Word document or something you've created on your computer that you need to upload, or maybe you've already posted it before in a previous year, so it saves it in your library, so you can load it from your library. Set the due date. You can have it locked after the due date. You can add it to the grade book, which I'll show you in just a second, and then your description for the assignment. You can also do quizzes, so you can create a new quiz or you can load a previous one. Again, that would be saved from your library that you've already done. The quiz option is really great because it provides the students immediate feedback and it grades their quiz for them. The only part that doesn't grade automatically is the short answer questions. You have to go in there and grade their responses, which is really easy to do. You can also do class polls, which is fun. Post your question, and then you can have multiple answer options. And then once everyone's answered, the students can see the poll results, so they always like that. It's also a great way for students to collaborate with each other because they can like posts on here from me or from each other. They can reply to my posts or each other's posts. And sometimes that's how I set it up. I just, instead of having them do an assignment, I'll post a video or a discussion question and we just discuss on here instead of doing an assignment. Up here, what's due. So if I had assignments loaded on here, they could see what's due and when it's due. Like I said, I don't have a class in it this year, so I have no assignments at the moment. Progress, I'll show you a previous class. So this would be my grade book for quizzes and things that I've had them do, or discussion posts. I can go in and grade their discussions, grade their quizzes if it's not something that Edmodo can just automatically grade. But then whenever they log in, they're able to see their grades as well. Then my library, so this is all previous stuff that I've posted in Edmodo before, and then you can save it into folders to be a little more organized. You can also upload things from OneDrive or Google Drive if you use those. Messages is kind of like email, so you can have a message with a group or just certain students or parents on here. There's also your notification tab, so you can see when students complete assignments or when they reply or comment on things or like things. And that's about it. So if you've never heard of Edmodo or used it before, I highly suggest it. My students really enjoy it. It's easy for them to use. I teach fourth grade, so they're 9 and 10 years old. They've never had any trouble with it. After the first couple times of showing it to them and practicing with it, they are usually good to go on their own after that. If you have any questions about this resource, just let me know. Thanks.